Ponovno pozdravljeni. Da se ne bo konferenca zavlekla predolgo v večer, bomo skušali biti kar se da točni. Zato bomo nadaljevali s popoldanskim delom. Da bi preživeli obdobje zaznamovano z negotovostjo, kompleksnostjo in nestanovitnostjo, se moramo naučiti, kako najbolje razviti naš talent. Pravila, navodila in postopki niso več dovolj za prebojenje čustvenih vezi, ki ljudi motivirajo in jih potisnejo do točke, na kateri razvijajo vse svoje zmožnosti. Kako lahko zagotovimo, da naši zaposleni pridobijo spretnosti ter razvijajo učinkovit odnos in vedenje, ki sta hkrati učinkovita za cilje podjetja, sami pa se ob tem počutijo močnejši? Coaching na osnovi vrednot je metodologija, ki ponuja koncept in praktična orodja za delo na menedžerski in skupinski stopni, z njo pa se oživi kultura podjetja in navdahne kolektivna zavest, ki temelji na zaupanju in skladnosti. Več o coachingu na osnovi vrednot nam bo povedala coachinja in trenerka Paola Valeri iz Španije. Ima bogate menedžerske izkušnje v mednarodnih organizacijah, v katerih je izboljšala individualne in timske rezultate. Metodologije CoachingbyValues in managingbyValues se je učila od očeta teh konceptov Simona L. Dolana. So, Mrs. Valeri, please join us on stage.
Thank you. Yes, no, let me see, or the other side.
Yes.
Okay,
Wait for a second, you should be on.
here we are. No?
Yes, no, you're on.
Yeah, yes, okay, here we are. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you for the organizer for inviting me here. Well, I would like to make a question. How many, who among you believes that values are something important in your life? And who think that values are not important? And who believes that values had to do something with learning? And who thinks they do not have anything to do with learning? Okay, thank you. Well, this is the title. Here we are. In the next 40 minutes, I would like to drive you to a small journey. Oh, yes. Okay, maybe yes. No, the other way? Yep. Okay, if you cannot, if it doesn't work, let me know. So, we want to talk about values. We want to talk about how values affect our life, personally and professionally. We spend a lot of time in our work. And what is the challenge by values, and how can we use values in managing people? So this is my aspiration, to give you this type of information today. But I would like to start with an image. This is a 19th century image of surgeons operating on someone. At that time, these people, they lack a very important technology. From Pasteur on, they had the germs theory that explains why so many people died for infections after operation. But at that time, they didn't know. So they just washed the tools. They didn't sterilize the material just because they didn't know. So why is interesting as a comparison? Today, we have a different type of viruses in our organizations. And many people don't know that we have, so we have thousands and millions of people every day in these big buildings and even in small buildings working together and suffering, actually suffering, because they work with silos mentality, the use of information as a means to maintain power, short-term focus, a lot of issues that are happening, hierarchy, control. And finally, what we have a lot of people with a lot of capacities that are producing very little of what they can do in environments that are toxic for many people. And I think is for me personally, I've lived this type of situations, and I think it's very important to move from there. And we need a technology, again, to overcome these sort of viruses. Now, the idea, and we will see later on also, the idea is that we need to overcome the idea of subordination, this top-down idea of working, for many reasons, because it's not enough to generate this type of emotional bond, this type of motivation that really makes people wanting to make another step, give a little bit more. In Italy, in Spain, there is this idea that at 5 o'clock the pen drops. It's finished the time and we go. It's a very bureaucratic mentality. Of course, the environment today for companies, big, small, is not important, is too complex, too difficult, too competitive for working this way. Now, before Goran was talking about Deloitte, there is a Deloitte survey on global human capital trends. They are data of 2016. And it's very interesting because they surveyed 7,000 businesses in 130 countries. And almost everybody say that they are redesigning their organization. Before Katarina as well showed one of the slides of the pace of change, and one of the fastest change was how fast and how often organizations redesign themselves, but they keep on redesigning because they are looking for something and they cannot find it. And within this redesign, there is one concept that appears to be very clear, which is teams are at the core of this redesign, because the idea is flatter organizations, network of teams that are able to take decisions, decentralized decisions. Why? Oops, sorry. Basically because this way people, all these people, 700 businesses in different countries, all these people think that is a way to deliver results faster.